Good morning. The time is now 5:43. Now let's take another look at your forecast. And we're going to be in those lower 70s throughout the course of the day today because we had that front move in and we're going to have that northwesterly flow. And that's going to bring in some of that Rocky Mountain cedar. So we are starting off allergy season, so that's definitely not good news for a lot of you allergy sufferers. But we're going to get to the lower 80s because the winds are going to shift and they're going to become a bit more southerly ahead of another frontal boundary that comes in late Thursday into Friday. Could see one or two spotty showers associated with it as a result of that front. But we're going to drop only to 70 for your Friday. And then spring kicks off in a nice way with those upper 70s for your Sunday before another system comes in on Monday. And that's the one we're really going to need to watch because some models indicate that we could be seeing some stronger thunderstorms associated with it, especially for Monday night into early of next Tuesday, but that is still 6 days out, and that's something that could change. So that's why I say something we need to watch. Speaking of strong storms, this is a track of all the strong storms that made its way through central Texas later yesterday, and it was mainly along and east of the I-35 corridor because that cap that we thought might have held in place, that cap didn't show up. And so that's how we got that stronger thunderstorm activity in some of our eastern zones. But as we zoom this out a little bit, there's an area of low pressure over the Arklatex that could slowly start to spin on down to the south a little bit, and we could get a few isolated clouds along the I-45 corridor over some of our eastern zones. But the rest of us should be mostly sunny throughout the course of the afternoon. That includes Temple. And that includes on the south side of Temple on the HK Dodge and Loop, where we're in those lower 50s right now, just a light northwesterly wind, more of a westerly component than a northerly component, but there's a little northerly component with that wind behind that frontal boundary. But we do expect the wind to be more so northwesterly and at a pretty good clip as well. As you see on this hour-by-hour radar, there you see those clouds moving in according to this model by the time we get to around 5 o'clock onto some of our eastern zones. But every one of us should be mostly sunny. Upper 60s, I think, for some of us, but I think some of us do also get to those lower 70s. This model's a little bit pessimistic about it, but I do think we get to those lower 70s because we're going to have a lot of that extra sunshine and a lot of that radiational heating will be taking place. But I do think upper 40s to maybe even some low 50s is the calling card for Wednesday. I do agree with this model there. Lower 70s for a high. We're going to be on that breezy side, winds coming out of the northwest like I talked about, and we're going to get down to those upper 40s with those winds starting to diminish as we head throughout the course of the overnight hours. As a result of this is a great day to ride with the top down on that Corvette or ride in the bed of that truck because we're going to have a 9 on that Jordan-meter indeed. And we'll talk more about your weather as we head throughout the course of the day. Taisha?